my screen. Okay, the biggest thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about today is, guys, we have 115 new people on our team this month, which is like super exciting, amazing. I'm stoked. 2 more and we beat our 117 was the most we've ever had join. So 2 more we have, and we've beaten our high. Okay, so I'm really excited about this. But also the biggest thing that I have anytime we have this much growth is getting everyone onboarded properly, you know, because it's great to have people, you know, joining and sharing this blessing, but if we don't have them onboarded properly, then it's like all these people are, you know, good 6 months from now, they're dropping off. Okay, so I want to share with you, because everyone I've done this call for so far had no clue that this information was available. So I just want to be sure, as a director team as a whole, we all are on the same page with exactly what we're doing for our new consultants. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to go into Pampered Chef website, and I want to share this with you. Okay, so if you go in, I think I was, yeah, let me go back to, okay, so if you're logging on, and let me go back to the home and go into Dash. Now, if you haven't been into Dash yet, guys, you need to. And when you go into Dash, if you haven't done it yet, there's going to be like, woohoo, you're a director, woohoo, you know, it'll say you made senior consultant, you made a team leader, you are now a director. Like, you're going to have all these things popping up. Okay, so know that your new people, it is going to be a totally different experience for them from what you are seeing in Dash. Okay, because we're at a totally different level. Okay, so when you come on, okay, I am on just the home first page. Okay, now on the side here, you're going to see home, tasks, programs, okay, leaderboards, okay, all this information. If you click on programs, okay, and go down to where it says Fast Track Success System. Okay, Fast Track Success System. So on here, and then just click on continue. You want to see the welcome and the overview. Okay, so it's going to take you to this page right here. So here's a video from Jesse. You can watch that first, okay? Now, it says prep. Coach your new consultant to complete the first 10 to 15 tasks they are served on Dash leading up to contact your recruiter, okay? So during, where it says say this, check this out, guys. Here's the wording. Hey, blank, I saw your kit order came through. Yay, I'd love to connect over the phone or welcome you and get things rocking and rolling. What's your schedule like tomorrow or the day after? Okay, wait till they send it back when you can chat with them. Awesome, I'll call you blank. In the meantime, this is the important part that I want you guys to pay attention to. In the meantime, before our call, log into Dash and do the first 10 or so tasks that are in the middle of the page. You can go through those in order up to the task called Connect with Your Recruiter. Super fun, simple. Each task takes a couple minutes. We'll use that tomorrow on our call. Let me know if you have any trouble logging into Dash or have any questions. Okay, so here they say, what if they don't respond or answer? Say this. What if they still don't respond and answer? Say this. Okay, so they literally are giving you the wording of exactly what to say as soon as they sign up. Okay, guys, I took this, and Christy, I know I gave it to you yesterday. I took this, and I copied it and pasted it into a note on my phone. So if that email comes up and says, so-and-so signed up, I go right into my note, I copy this, and I text them right away from that number. Okay, that's in your email. So then setting up, okay, so then come down here. So overview of the calls. Call 1. This is a complete overview, but look at this, guys. It's completely bullet pointed here for you. Open the call, discuss why they joined. This is why this call is so important for you to do personally, because I can tell them different information on the new consultant call, but what it's more important for you to know is, why did they join? Okay, why are they doing this? Do they have a full-time job? Do they have a family? You know, you getting to know them just a little bit is super important because that's going to show you how to work with them. Okay, talking about the rewards of Pampered Chef. So what can they get with their fast rewards now in their first 90 days? That's changed, you know, so be sure to go over that. Their first goal, okay, compensation, painting the bigger picture. Okay, so all this is written out right here, okay? But also, if you guys do not know this, if you go to our Harper Director page, okay, this is our Harper Director page, right here under announcements, click on See All 7. New consultant training is right here. Okay, I adjusted the wording to fit what we just copied. Hey, new consultant. You know, what I just read to you, if they don't respond, there it is. Okay, so that's copied from that document. Okay, once they do their first 10 tasks, okay, so once they have done those first 10 tasks, okay, I send this to them. Okay, have them send to 15 to 20 friends to begin their show. Now, guys, anyone that starts this week, and this is where it's super important, okay? Because on my call last night, guys, I had someone on there that signed up on Monday. And she started her party on Tuesday. She knew nothing, okay? And she started a party the next morning after signing. Okay, this is what we're running into some people are starting so quick, they have no clue, they're not getting success in their first parties and they're quitting. Okay, so that's what I don't want to happen. Okay, so anyone that starts this week, okay, guys, their start date's not going to be until next week anyways. Okay, so don't start parties this weekend with a couple days to say, okay, let's set up your party real quick. Let's get people in there. Let's get going. Okay. The people that I've done that to, it rushes them too much. They get way too stressed and they don't have successful parties. But instead, I've started doing this with way more success. Okay. So anyone that starts this week, okay, first they're starting on Dash right away. Okay. Then I'm sending this message. Okay, first I send this. I'm so excited to get you started on the journey. The goal is to set up 3 to 4 parties to begin November 9th. November 9th is when anyone that signs up this week, I'm not saying November 2nd on Saturday, I'm saying next, okay, because their start date's not going to be until next Wednesday or Thursday anyways, okay, so you're starting them right on track. So yes, you're going to be able to run this many at once, bring on the awards. I'm going to send you the wording to send to 15 to 20 friends and family to help jumpstart you. You may change the wording to be more individual. This is not a Facebook wall post. This is a private message. Here it is. This is what they're sending out to 20, 25 people. Okay, so they're working on booking parties, and I'm telling mine, their goal is to have 3 to 4 booked by November, by next Monday. Okay, because next Monday, which is going to be the 4th, that's when I do new consultant training. Okay, and guys, if you haven't seen that new consultant training yet, I think I had 5 or 6 on it last night. Okay, I am talking to them about host coaching, walking them through the host coaching document. I am walking them through one of my parties, what it looks like, how they communicate in the party, how they message from a comment, how they interact, and how they can go from messaging me their 5 grocery items to a recruit. Then I show them another thing of how they're messaging me 5 grocery items and it leads to a booking. Okay, so I'm showing them like 3 or 4 different ways to book parties within their parties, host coaching to make their party strong, and telling them how to have successful parties. So the goal is by Monday to have those 3 to 4 bookings, because if they don't, then they're going to come to me and they're going to go, oh, well, I need to get my bookings before I can even do this. Okay, so that's the goal, is by the Monday to have the 3 to 4 bookings. Okay, so right here, guys, this is called number 1. Okay, I just have it printed out. And so basically that breakdown, okay, is just in a Word document. welcoming, introduce myself, get to know them, find out their whys. Okay. Some of this, because this is from a while ago, okay, I'm not even giving them the option and asking how many parties do they feel comfortable with. I just tell them our goal is to have 3 to 4 by this time. And why? This is why I tell them that. Because one of them could completely reschedule. Okay, I'm thinking about my one that has parties running right now. She has 4 parties going. She said, one of my hosts, complete flop. Okay, so that one's gone. So now she's left to 3. Okay, so she's working within those 3 parties to have them be successful now. So if they only are running 1 or so, 1, maybe 2, if one of them flops and one of them barely qualifies, they don't feel very much success. Okay, but my one that started a couple weeks ago, she ran 4 parties her first time. Her daughters flopped. Okay, her mom, hers, and her aunts got her to over $1,800 in sales between those 3. She's qualified. She booked 7 parties. She's excited. She's ready to go. That's the difference between having the 3 to 4 to having 1 or 2. Okay, and all of them that I give this goal, they're doing it without any question. Okay, so really I need to take out this part, okay, because I don't even say how many are you comfortable with, because they're going to say 1 or 2. Okay, I just encourage them to get the most out of their 30 to 90 days. This is what we're going to do. Okay, so I go over, basically it's just getting to know them, talking about the kind of people that they can do parties with, going over the fast track flyer and those rewards. Okay, so this is written out for you here. Okay, or you can go into this fast track success system and you could copy this right here and that bullet point. Okay, it's just a basic, because this says every 4 add 1 more. That's talking about that then on there too. And then this has the second call. This, guys, pretty much, this is why it's important for them to be on the training. This is what I cover in call 2. Okay, call 2 is pretty much what that training is that I do every Monday night. It's exactly the same, because to me, if we can get them to host coach properly, to have good engagement in their parties, to book more parties, those are the key things that they need to be knowing how to do in their parties that a lot of them don't know. Okay, so if we can lead them in this part, I feel like more of their parties are going to be a success. Okay, so on the third call is basically going over their party. Okay, and this is the kind of stuff that you can really have, not even necessarily on a call. First call has to happen because that's getting to know them. Second call, I do. Okay, third call, this is basically checking in on their parties. What do you think went well? What do you think we could do different? Here's what I saw, because you're going to be on their parties, they're going to be on yours, kind of thing. Okay, so that is basically a rundown of what is going on as far as the new consultant training. Okay, it is all written out on here. Okay, this is a video of me doing, but this was call number 2. I can replace it with the one that we're currently doing, but guys, if you can get them on that training, it's so much better than watching a video, because they're actually interacting, and it's so much harder for people to watch a video, honestly. So I would just, hey, there's going to be a training Monday night at 8:30. I would like for you to be on it. This is going to share with you a lot of stuff to make your party successful. Okay. I can post the video of myself doing it here in case for some reason they can't, and you have to do it with them. But I think that call is super, super important. So the other thing that I talked about last week that I've already kind of went live, and you guys probably know more information about it now, is the 15-minute messenger parties. Okay, have you guys seen that information? The messenger parties, the 15-minute ones? Christy, you haven't? Christy, I can send you the Evernote for it. It's a great way to get those extra sales if you ever have someone that needs to hit a goal, or basically it's all done in Messenger, but there's a video for it. There is information about it, and they can be done quickly, because it can literally be like, hey, can you have your friends on at 6 o'clock tomorrow night, you know? So, but I'll show that to you. Leslie, have you seen it? Yes, and Sheila and Holly, I think, have seen that. So I'll send it to you, Christy. So 15-minute party, and then guys, I'm doing my second set of block parties starting this weekend. Okay, what I walked away with my first ones, one, the amount of orders wasn't really any different. The amount of sales was lower, but I don't think that has to do anything with the host or the batch parties. I think it had to do with the time that it's Halloween, buying a bunch of costumes and craziness and all that kind of stuff, because my host still had like 10 orders, but they were like $20 to $30, all of them. Like, I'm like, you know, I'd get super excited and it was like, oh, another $10 order. Woohoo. Like, and that's not necessarily anything to do with the block or the style or any of that, because my hosts were awesome. That I think has to do with the timing and just people spending a lot of money right now. So, other than that, I think that they ran really good. Now, what I did figure out is I think that the way that I have been doing my bookings is going to have to change slightly, in the fact that I will have to send, I don't know if you guys saw the message that Cami Cruz has her host send out. It just says that our goal is to book 3 parties. I'm going to give you wording. Can you message this out to 10 people? Because I feel like that's how she does it with the block parties, and I can see how that would be much more success than what I'm doing with 120 people in a group. Because I feel like I didn't get as many bookings, but I can see now why she has her host individually messaging 10 to 15 people. So I think that when I do my next ones, that's going to be a switch. The other thing I'm going to change is I'm really going to have my hosts post one graphic of some sort in the party as well. And last time I didn't do that, but I think I'm going to change that just to get a little more of my host interaction. They did great as far as commenting and stuff in the parties, but I think that that would be fun for them to do. Other than that, I think that everything went really good. And I just got off a host coaching call with one of them that's starting this weekend. I haven't so far had any hosts that have had objection. One, I tell them that I was in Facebook jail for 2 weeks solid. And 2, I tell them, you know, that when we have 120, 150 people in a group, there is much better interaction, and Facebook sees that as a good thing, versus if I have 20 people in a group and you see that 4 or 5 actually saw the comments, where instead with all the people in there, they're seeing, you know, 50 to 60 are seeing the comments and playing and participating. So it's a big difference. So I think that as long as you can tell them that it's not going to be that different from them, other than there's going to be more people in the group, and I will post their links every single day. So I change it to the click, you know, shop now button, has all their links in there. And then every morning I post, here's your host link. If you want to place an order, be sure to click on your host link. And so far I have not had anyone that hasn't clicked on the correct link. So they have all figured out. But I think as long as you're posting that enough, they're gonna see the correct link. So I'm gonna stop the recording right there. So this